वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषये भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ नमो भगवते वैवस्वताय मृत्यवे ब्रह्मविद्याचार्याय नचिकेतसे च you can repeat एकस्य सर्वात्मत्वे
एकस्य सर्वात्मत्वे
संसार दुःखित्वं परस्य एव तद् इति प्राप्तम्।
संसार दुःखित्वं परस्य एव तद् इति प्राप्तम्।
अतः इदम् उच्यते
अतः इदम् उच्यते।
दुःखित्वं संसार दुःखित्वं सर्वात्मत्वे परस्य paramatma. So if Brahma is the Atma which is in all the beings, jivas, then the Paramatma will be a total samsari, complete samsari. Ataha idam uchyate. That becomes a dosha, therefore the next shloka. Already we have seen, just recalling what we have seen. I hope you follow the previous. This is in Bhashakara connects with the previous shloka which we have seen. Vayuretaiko bhavanam pravishtaha rupam rupam pratirupa bhavuva. Since Atma is in all the beings, therefore will not Atma undergo sorrow, samsara dukkham, in keeping with this anatma upadhi. Therefore this mantra to connect Okay. Suryo yatha sarvalokasya chakshuhu.
सूर्यो यथा सर्वलोकस्य चक्षुः
Lipyate chakshushayir bhagyadoshaih.
लिप्यते चाक्षुषैः बाह्यदोषैः
Ekasthatha sarvabhutantaratma.
एकस्तथा सर्वभूतान्तरात्मा
न लिप्यते लोकदुःखेन भाग्यः.
न लिप्यते लोकदुःखेन बाह्यः
यथा सूर्यः सूर्यप्रकाशः, सूर्यः is सूर्यप्रकाश, the light of the sun. Surya prakasha, they are not different. Sarvalokasya chakshuhu, sun, chakushai bhagyadoshahi, na lipyate. Na lipyate. Tata ekah sarvabhutantaratma na lipyate. Lokadukkhena na lipyate. Kimartam na lipyate. Kasmad na lipyate. Yasmat bhagyaha. Bhagyatvat. So, the sun, which is the chakshu of the loka, the entire world, it is not affected. Na lipyate. Not affected by chakusha dosha as well as bhagya dosha. By the dosha, the defects of the eye, as well as the defects of the objects of the world. Sun is not affected. Similarly, ekaha sarvabhutantaratva na lipyate iti. The reason is Atma Bhagyaha, Brahma Bhagyaha. Atma Bhagyaha, Atma is above all, not confined by this Anatma Upadi Shariradi Upadi iti. Continuing, Suryaha Yata Chakshushaha.
सूर्यः यथा चक्षुषः
Alokena Upakaram Kurvan.
आलोकेन उपकारं कुर्वन्
Mutra Purishadi Ashuchi Prakashanena.
मूत्रपुरुषादि अशुचि प्रकाशनेन
Taddarshinaha.
तद्दर्शिनः
सर्वलोकस्य चक्षुः अपि सन् न लिप्यते.
सर्वलोकस्य चक्षुः अपि सन् न लिप्यते
चाक्षुषैः
चाक्षुषैः
अशुच्यादिदर्शननिमित्तैः
अशुच्यादि दर्शननिमित्तैः
आध्यात्मिकैः
आध्यात्मिकैः
पापदोषैः
पापदोषैः
बाह्यैश्च
बाह्यैश्च
अशुच्यादि संसर्गदोषैः.
अशुच्यादि संसर्गदोषैः
So alokena upakaram kurvan suryaha chakshushaha sarvalokasya. So Surya Devata, Surya Bhagavan, the very sun, Anugrihita Bhagavan, he blesses the entire world, blesses the entire world with its light. Upakaram kurvan, upakara, blessing. So the sun provide light for the eyes to see. That's what blessing of the sun. Anugrihitaha sun. Upakaram kurvan, for all the beings to see. And prakashanena, by illumining through its prakashanena, all pervading the light. So lights up everything. Mutra purishadi ashuchi prakashanena, including the ashuchi, the impure things, mutra purishadi, etc. So, and taddarshinaha, and helping the eyes to see them. So therefore, since Surya it illumines everything irrespective of whether it is pure or impure, and it blesses the eye. Therefore, Suryaha becomes the eye of the all beings. Sarva lokasya chakshuhu api san. Even though it illumines everything, dirty things also. And also, it is responsible for the light in the eyes. But still, the doshas of both the eyes and the objects. By that, the sun is not contaminated, not touched, na lipyate. So, na lipyate by chakushaihi doshaihi, ashudyadi darshana nimittaihi, adhyatmikaihi, papa doshaihi, bhagyishcha. So, therefore, ashudyadi darshana nimittaihi, adhyatmikaihi, papa doshaihi. So, adhyatmika papa dosha. By that, seeing the ashudyadi darshana nimittaihi. Nimitta is because the papa which is incurred because of seeing wrong things, that is dosha of the eye. By that, as well as bhagyaishcha ashudyadi samsarga doshaihi, as well as the dosha of the bhagya, the external things. By both samsargika doshaihi na lipyate iti. All these things we have seen in detail. We have seen just recalling what we have seen quickly. Next line. Ekaha san tatha
सन्तता
sarvabhutantaratma
सर्वभूतान्तरात्मा
na lipyate lokadukkena bhagyah.
न लिप्यते लोकदुःखेन बाह्यः
Atma ekaha, Brahmatma ekaha san tata sarvabhutantaratma na lipyate, because it is asangaha, lokadukkena, by the sorrow, by the dukkha of the people. This ekaha atma, which is all pervading, which is the pratyagatma, not touched by the dosha, the dukkha of this, the dukkha of the people of the world. That is the anatma. Anatma dukkena na lipyate. Stula sukshma sharira doshaiki na lipyate. Kimartam loka dukkena bhagyah, because it belongs to the higher order of reality, paramarthika satta. Therefore, it is therefore bhagyah, therefore asangaha. Asanga karanam is it transcends everything. It is a adhishtana. Adhishtanatvat bhagyah. That bhagyah is, it is adhishtanam. So adhishtanatvat paramarthika sattvat na lipyate. Therefore, that is referred to by the word bhagyah. Continuing further, lokaha hi avidyaya
लोकः इ अविद्यया
swatmani adhyastaya
स्वात्मनि अध्यस्तया
kama karmodbhavam dukkham anubhavati.
कामकर्मोद्भवं दुःखम् अनुभवति.
So lokaha avidyaya adhyastaya avidyaya, where there is avidya lokaha avidyaya adhyastaya avidyaya swatmani kama karmodbhavam dukkham anubhavati. So dukkham anubhavati ke lokaha anubhavanti. People, they suffer, they experience sorrow, dukkham. Kimartam, impelled by what? Kama, karma, udbhavam, produced by, caused by kama and karma. Kama is there, therefore karma. They work to fulfill the kama. Therefore, kama, karma, karma phala, Again, karma, karma, karma phala. So it is a cycle. Okay. Why? Because of the ajnana, the avidya, which is adjust, which is superimposed on what? This Atmani, on this Atma. Atma doesn't have kama, karma, kartatvam nasti. So therefore lokaha, people in general, avidyaya, adhyastaya avidya swatmani. So by adhyasta, by superimposing on atma, taking atma to be anatma, therefore therefore they experience dukkha. Taking atma to be anatma, then what happens? Then they work for fulfillment, they work for completeness, purnatva. Anatma cannot enjoy purnatva. Atma cannot give up purnatva. Not knowing atma, going after anatma, going after anatma, seeking purnatva, that is the cause of dukkham, kama, and therefore karma, and therefore dukkham anubhavati. Natu sa paramartatah swatmani.
न तु
न
सा
तु सा
परमार्थतः
परमार्थतः
स्वात्मनि
स्वात्मनि.
So paramartatah swatmani. In the case of paramartha atma, atma is paramarthikam. It doesn't have kama karma. So kartrutvam, bhoktrutvam nasti. So therefore avidya, where is this avidya? Avidya doesn't exist in atma. We discussed this. Avidya and atma, they are not parallel reality. Avidya is mithya. So avidya is mithya. Kartrutvam is avidyaya adhyastam. Bhoktrutvam also is avidyaya adhyastam. It is superimposed on the atma. It is mithya bhuta. So therefore mithya bhuta. Mithya is mithya. It could be mithya. Mithya adhyasta is mithya. The adhyasta could be pratibhasika or vyavaharika. So therefore, because of this adhyasa, I take myself to be a limited person. Aham apurnaha. Therefore, there is a desire, binding desire. To fulfill that, I work. Desire as such is a blessing, but the desire which is with the sense of incompleteness, that is a problem. That will create pressure to work, to accomplish something, to get fulfillment. So that's a problem. So therefore kama karmena dukkha anubhava. So therefore dukkham anubhavanti. Dantu sa paramartha swatmani. In reality, this is not for paramatma, atma, because swatmani, the atmani, there is no sorrow, there is no dukkham, there is no samsara, there is no pain, there is no sorrow, there is no samsara for atma. This dukkham, aham dukhi is adhyasa. Aham atma, dukhi is, that is anatma dharma. So aham atma, that dukhi, that anatma dharma, that is anatma, and superimposing that dukkhatvam on atma, aham dukhi. Atma is not dukhi, but two things are mixed up. That is why Bhashyakara gives the example. That Rajju Sarpa examples, etc. he gives. So pravritti nivritti hetu, that example, seeing the snake, but snake is not there, only Rajju is there, the rope is there. On the rope, the snake is adhyasta, and therefore the rope is taken to be the rope is taken to be the real snake, and imagining that to be having poisonous, the venom, imagining that to be of a long a big size and lengthy one. All these are adhyasta on the rope. Tadvateva atmani. Sarva anatma dharmaha adhyastaha. Therefore, dukkam anubhavanti. The Bhashyakara gives the examples. Yatha rajju shukti koshara gaganeshu.
यथा
Rajju Shukti Koshara Gaganeshu
गगनेषु
Sarpa rajata udaka malani cha malani.
Sarpa Rajata Udaka Malani
Na rajvadinam svataha dosharupani santi.
न
Na Rajvadinam Swataha Dosha Rupani Santi.
So Bhashyakara gives many examples. Rajju sarpa, snake rope, then rajata, shuktika. Rajata is silver, shuktika is the shell. Then this udaka and the koshara. Then the akasha, and the dirt. So Rajvadinam swataha dosha rupani na santi. The doshas, the perception of errors, that is a dosha. This adhyasa is the dosha. These are not really on the actual object. The snake is not on the rope. The silver is not on the shell. Similarly, the water is not there in the mirage. So something else is seen in the place of something else, something different. Therefore, atasmin tad buddhihi adhyasaha. Atasmin tad buddhihi adhyasaha. For that, avidya is a cause. First, it is avarana shakti. First, it is not seen, then something is superimposed. So avidyaya adhyasaha. Adhyasa is atasmin tad buddhihi. Therefore, taking that to be having the dharma which is not really there. Same thing for Atma also. This is the samsarga dosha. The result of this samsarga dosha, it is caused by what? Caused by our own wrong perception. That is what Bhashyakara says in the next line. Samsargini viparita buddhi adhyasa nimittat.
विपरीत
बुद्धि
निमित्तात्
दोषवत् विभाव्यते.
दोषवत्
Vibhavyante. Doshavati vibhavyante. Doshas are not really there. Where in the Rajju, Shukti, Kosha, Gagana, doshas are not really there. So, doshavat vibhavyante. They seem to appear having the dosha. Dosha is, snake is a dosha. Then the silver is a dosha. Silver has got value. Shuktika, not value. So, having value, that superimposed here was imposing a valuable thing on a thing which doesn't have any value, doesn't enjoy any value. Shobhana adhyasa. Adhyasa, different types of adhyasa are there. So, all these things seem to appear something which is, that is a dosha. That is caused by what? Viparita samsargini viparita buddhi adhyasa nimittas. Caused by the viparita buddhi adhyasa. Adhyasa, which is in the form of the perception. What perception? Viparita, erroneous, wrong perception. Then next line. Na tad doshaihi tesham lepaha.
Na Doshaihi Tesham Lepaha.
So lepaha, not lepaha, doshaihi. So there is no lepa, there is no connection, there is no contact. Na lepaha. Lepaha is not tainted. So by these defects, they are not tainted. By the doshas, natat doshehi tesham lepaha. They are not contaminated by these doshas. Doshehi na lipyate. So because there is no connection between the two, because it is doesn't because they are not they don't have connection. It is only adhyastha. The real connection is not there. So therefore, tad doshehi na tesham lepaha bhavati. Because that is the meaning of the word bhagya. That untouched asanga, that is the meaning of the word. The rope is untouched by snake. The shell is bhagya, untouched by the silver. Similarly, all the perceptions and the resultant dukkhas, by that the Paramatma, Sarvabhutantaratma is bhagya. Atma is not affected, not touched, not contaminated by the doshas which are born of this adhyasa. Adhyasa doshehi na lipyate. Atma remains unaffected. It illumines everything, lights up everything. It is the cause of everything. It is very much with everything. There is no spatial distance between Atma and the Shariram. No distance. But still Bhagyaha. Still Bhagyaha means it is Atmana lipyate, not touched. Because Atma is, which is Adhisthana, which is the Paramarthika Satana, na lipyate. This Anatma or Mithya, therefore, na lipyate. Both the Stula Sharira Dharma as well as Sukshma Sharira Dharma, Dharmena, Dharmaihi na lipyate. So Atma is Satyam, Atma is the truth. It is Adhishtanam of everything. That Adhishtanam is not touched by the Adhyastha. Adhyastha, Anatma, Dharma. So, because they are Mithya. So, the Jagat which is Mithya cannot affect the Brahma which is Satyam. Because of our erroneous perception, Viparita Adhyasa, Buddhya, Viparita Buddhya. Therefore only this Adhyasa is, therefore only the Dukkham is. So, how to know that it is really a rope? How to know that it is really a Shuktika or Koshara or Gagana? You have to bring in light. Similarly, here also, you have to bring in the Shastra light, the Pramana Prakasha. By Pramana, then we come to know that Atma is in its Swarupa, it is always shines. It lends existence to everything remaining untouched. So, therefore, everything, Sarvam Khalu Idam Brahma, that Brahma is Ekam Brahma, that alone it is in every Jiva. And by the Sharira Dharma, it is not touched. Therefore, Bhagyaha iti. Then the next line. Viparita Buddhi Adhyasa Bhagya Hite.
Viparita buddhya adhyasa bhashya hite.
I think this is the last line we saw in the last class. Because they are Bhagyaha, they are outside. Outside of what? Outside of this Viparita Buddhi. By your Viparita Buddhi, by your wrong perception, it is not touched. The perception is wrong. So, because of the erroneous perceptual mistake, they are not touched. Therefore, they are Bhagyaha. So, the Adhisthana, rope, etc., they are Bhagyaha. Bhagyaha to what? Bhagyaha to this perceptual, the wrong perception, misconception. So therefore, Bhagyaha, and the rope, Rajju, the rope is Rajju, Sarpa, Shuktika, and Rajata, they do not enjoy the same degree of reality. So in Adhyasa means taking one thing for other. Tasmin tad buddhi. They do not enjoy the same degree of reality. If it is in Vyavaharika, this example, Rajju is Rajju Sarpa example. Rajju is, you see, Rajju is there and rope is there, but not at the same time. Not at the same time in Vyavaharika, not at the same time. The Sarpa is Pratibhasika. You superimpose Sarpa on that. It is individual conclusion, individual perception. It is a dosha of the dosha which is cause, which is because of this your buddhi, viparita buddhi, and that is the reason for this mistake also. Sufficient light also is not there, and rope also is in the form of the snake. Therefore, sufficient reasons are there for mistake, for committing this mistake. That doesn't mean they enjoy the same degree of reality. It is the Binnasatta. They are Binnasatta. So therefore, the snake which is superimposed on the rope, when the snake is superimposed on the rope, it remains unaffected because it is Bhagyaha, it has different degree of reality. Rope has got Vyavaharika Satta. What about snake? It is Pratibhasika Satta. So two different degree of realities. The degree of reality is being different. One cannot influence the other. So the rope has got higher degree of reality. In this example, the rope and the snake is Pratibhasika, different degree of reality. So therefore, the rope is not affected by the presence of snake. Snake is present for the seer, but rope is there. That is Vyavaharika. So you have to awake to seeing the rope. As the Pratibhasika Sarpa is there in the Vyavaharika Rajju. Really not there, because, cannot be there because of different degree of reality. Similarly, this Vyavaharika Prapancha, this Prapancha is Vyavaharika, Atma is Paramarthika. How can this Vyavaharika Prapancha, this Anatma Prapancha, how can it affect Paramartha Atma? As the snake cannot affect the rope. Similarly, this Vyavaharika Anatma Prapancha cannot affect Paramarthika Atma. It is our mistake that we forget that this Prapancha is Vyavaharika and also forget to give the Paramarthika, the Sattvam to Atma. I am bringing down the Atma to the Vyavaharika, treating them to be of the same degree of reality. We commit a mistake. When the mistake is committed, then one will affect the other as though. It will affect as though. It cannot really affect. One cannot affect the other. For me, it affects as though. Therefore, that affecting as though, that is mithya kalpita. That is the cause of samsara. Therefore, dukkam anubhavanti lokaha iti. Therefore, only dukkam. So, therefore, it continues to be bhagyaha above what this ekaha sadabhutanta ratma na lipyate. Up to this we have seen the next line. Tata atmani.
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 Up to drishtanta we have seen. Now dashtanta Vashakara says sarvaha lokaha
Sarvaha
Lokaha
Kriyakaraka palatmakam vijnanam
Kriyakaraka Vijnanam
sarpadi sthaniyam
Sarvadisthaniyam
viparitam adyasya
Viparitam
Paritam
Adyasya
तन्निमित्तं जन्म मरणादि दुःखम्
तन्निमित्तं
जन्म
जन्ममरणादिदुःखम्
अनुभवति.
अनुभवति.
So you have to connect with the drishtanta. Tata, now dashtanta, tata atmani. Similarly, with regard to atma also. What this sarva lokaha viparitam. What viparitam? Kriya karaka palatmakam viparitam vijnanam. To connect viparitam to vijnanam. Vijnanam is the idea, the knowledge which is viparita. Therefore, it is not really a knowledge, it is a false knowledge, false notion. Viparitam vijnanam. Kriyakaraka palatmakam viparitam vijnanam adyasya. What? Atmani. And what? Atmani. Who does that? Sarvaha lokaha. Sarvaha lokaha, all the people, all the ajnani, all the ignorant people. Svatmani adyasya. What adyasya and svatmani? Kriya karaka palatmakam. Kriya, action. Karaka, kartrutvam, bhoktrutvam, kriya, that karta karma, karana. I am the instrument. Then karta karayita also. I am the doer. I am caused to do also, both. So kartrutvam, that karma, karana, sampradana, apadana, adhikarana, all the karaka, even the sambandha also, even though it is not a karaka, sambandha also. Mama tesham agam te, that sambandha. So the factors which are responsible for action, all the karaka, and the very action, kriya. Palatmakam, the result of the action. The action involving all the factors which produces a result. So kriya karaka palatmakam. And this is the viparitam vijnanam, that is adyasya on atmani. So atmani adyasya. Kriyakaraka palatmakam vijnanam atmani adyasya. So this adyasya, there are two types of adyasya, means adyasa. On the atma doesn't have kriya. Atma akriyaha, the avikriya atma doesn't do kriya. If atma can do kriya, it must undergo change. Atma can do kriya means it is for kriya, you have to locate in a particular place at a particular time. You cannot present everywhere. Sarva vyapi at the same time doing kriya is not possible. So for doing an action, you have to be located in a particular place at a particular time. It means you are not in another place at the same time. So for movement is a kriya. For doing something, the action, you must be parichinna, then only you can do action. You must be limited. And karakas limit you also. And because you do a karma for an action, for the pala, the pala is going to be limited also. Because karma is limited, pala is also limited. So everything is limited. So how can this limited thing, how can this limitedness atma enjoy? Atma is sarvavyapi, it is avikriyaha, and it is not limited by karaka, and kartrutvam bhoktrutvam nasti. When this is being so, because of viparita vijnanam, the wrong notion, atma seems to have this kriya karaka palatmakam. That is because of adyasya. Therefore adyasya. This adyasa is of two types. Adyasa, there are many types of many ways adyasa can be classified. One type is artha adyasa, other one is jnana adyasa. Artha and jnana. Artha adyasa means superimposition of object, that is artha adyasa. Jnana adyasa is superimposing a notion, an idea. That is jnana adhyasa. When I see snake on the rope, Rajau Sarpa Darshanam. On the Rajju, I see the snake. The snake which is adhyasta on the Rajju, Artha Adhyasa. Here the object of adhyasa is Sarpa. The object which I superimpose. On which the object which I superimpose. Not on which. The object which I superimpose is Sarpa. Therefore, this is Artha Adhyasa. What is Jnana Adhyasa? I see the snake. For me, the snake is perceived. The snake perception is there. That is Jnana Adhyasa. The notion that there is a snake lying there under a tree. I see the snake. That is Jnana Adhyasa. Here, Bhashyakara talks about this Jnana Adhyasa. This Jnana Adhyasa. Wherever Jnana Adhyasa is there, Artha Adhyasa will be there. Because for Jnana Adhyasa, Artha Adhyasa has to be there. Artha Adhyasa meaning that superimposing an object, superimposition of object. That must be there. Then only a Jnana Adhyasa is possible. So wherever Jnana Adhyasa, yatatra Jnana Adhyasa, tatra this Artha Adhyasa hapi. Then only this Jnanam is possible. Viparita Jnanam is possible. Viparita Jnanam. Therefore, on the Atma, now there is a Viparita Vijnanam because of this Adhyasa. Because of this Adhyasa. And what is that? Kriya Karaka Palatmakam. That is the Vijnanam, the wrong. Viparita Vijnanam, the wrong idea, the wrong notion. The wrong notion that is superimposed on Atma. So saying that Aham Karta, I, the Atma, becomes Karta. Aham Kriyavan. I become the doer of an action. The all-pervading Atma becomes the doer of action. So, therefore, there is a Viparita Vijnanam. Because of Viparita Vijnanam, there is Dukkha. There is Dukkha, that is called Samsara. Kriya Karaka Pala means it includes everything. The whole Prapancha is covered. The whole Prapancha, Kriya Karaka Palatmakam Jagat, individual as well as for the Kriya Karaka Pala, with regard to the individual, Kriya Karaka Palatmakam Jagat also, the entire world Jagat also. It is Kriya Karaka Palatmakam Jagat. So, similarly, with regard to the Prapancha also, the Prapancha, the Jagat is superimposed on the Brahma. And that is what? That is Sarpadi Sthaniyam. It is similar to the snake. Similar to the snake which is superimposed on the rope. In the place of this the rope, the snake is seen. Therefore there is the resultant Kriya Karaka Pala, etc. Kriya Karaka Pala, that is the resultant of seeing the snake on the rope, and the consequent Kriya Karaka Pala, which is in the form of this the fear, that is samsara. Similarly, this Atma which is free from Kriya Karaka Pala, on that this Janma Maranadi Dukkam, it is Adhyasta, it is projected, it is superimposed. So, Atmani Kriya Karaka Palatmakam Viparita Vijnanam Adhyasya on the Atma, this superimposed, that is equivalent to Satpadisthaniyam, similar to the Satpadisthaniyam Adhyasya Tannimittam. Because of that is a cause, Tannimittam. Janma Maranadi Dukkam Anubhavati. As a consequence to that, the false perception, the wrong projection, Adhyasa, they experience Janma Marana Dukkha. Therefore, Dukkha is because of Adhyasa. Adhyasa is because of Avidya. So, Adhyasa is there, therefore Dukkha is there. Adhyasa not there, when you see a thing as it is, then there is no Dukkha. Because your vision is clear. Samyak darshanam asti. There is no viparita vijnanam. Samyak jnanam asti. Samyak jnanam asti chet. You are free. You recognize yourself to be a muktaha. Viparita vijnanam chet. Janma maranadi dukkam anubhavati lokaha. And what is the cause for that? Adhyasa. So adhyasa, adhyasta, that adhyasena dukkam. The cause for adhyasa is avidya. So therefore, tan nimittam referring to this adhyasa nimittam, caused by the adhyasa, lokaha dukkam anubhavanti, dukkam in the form of janma, marana, etc. Janma is birth, marana is death, not janma marana. In between, whatever happens, that all the problems one faced during the lifespan, everything is dukkam anubhavati. Lokaha dukkam anubhavati iti. Next line. Natu atma
Natu
Natu
atma
sarva lokatmapi
sarvalokatmapi
san
sarvalokatmapi san
viparita adhyaropa nimittena
viparita adhyaropa nimittena
lipyate loka dukkhena.
Lipyate
loka dukkhena.
So, natu atma. But atma na lipyate. Loka dukkhena na lipyate. That is, atma loka dukkhena na lipyate. The atma, this continues to be free from the dukkha. The jiva experiences dukkha because of adhyasa. Atasmin tad buddhi. Atmani anatma buddhi. But atma remains unaffected, uncontaminated, untouched. Na lipyate. Sarva lokatma apisan. Even though it is the atma of all. Pratyekatma. Sarva bhutantaratma apisan. Na lipyate. Not contaminated, not tainted. Loka dukkhena. By what? Loka dukkhena, by the dukkha of the loka, the people, the anatma. Viparita adhyaropa nimittena. Viparita adhyaropa. Adhyaropa is superimposition. And the adhyaropa is viparita. Viparita adhyaropa nimittena. It not contaminated, even though is adhyaropita, even though it is adhyaropa, amidhyaropa caused by the adhyaropa, and adhyaropa is viparita, false. It is not touched. Atma is not touched. So vyavaharika dukkha, it means vyavaharika dukkha cannot affect atma. So therefore dukkha, the cause for dukkham is pratibhasika. This pratibha, the adhyasa is because of pratibhasika. So the jiva lives in its own world, the jiva srishti, pratibhasika. The jiva srishti is superimposed on Ishvara srishti. The prapancha is the srishtam, it is created by Bhagavan. It doesn't have any dosha. A mountain doesn't have dosha. A vriksha doesn't have dosha. The prapancha, the world doesn't have dosha, but this nirdosha prapancha doshavat bhavyate because of our projection. Because of our projection, doshavat bhavyate. That is viparita vijnana, viparita drishti. That is pratibhasika. So more subjectivity. Because of more subjectivity, there is dukkham. Because of more subjectivity, that more subjectivity is pratibhasika. You be more objective. Then pratibhasika will reduce. You will see a thing as it is. In the vyavahara, you understand the vyavaharika reality and you see as it is. It is not influenced by the pratibhasika. That will come only when you are objective. So, therefore, being more and more objective, being more and objective, bringing down the pratibhasika and looking upon the vyavaharika as vyavaharika, similarly, not bringing down the paramarthika atma to vyavaharika. Having the understanding of atma as it is. Understanding that atma is adhisthana, it is all pervading, which is a satta, which gives satta for even for vyavaharika, even for pratibhasika, that atma, brahmatma is myself. Therefore, I am also unaffected. I am also untouched by this anatma prapancha. When this jnanam happens, then he becomes free from samsara dukkha, janma maranadi dukkhat muttaha bhavati. So, therefore, this viparita adhyaropa nimittena na lipyate atma iti. The next line. Kutaha. How, why it is so? Kutaha. Why it is not lipyate? Because bhagyaha.
Bhashyaha.
Rajvadivat.
Rajvadivat.
Viparita buddhi adhyasa bhagyaha hi saha iti.
Eva viparita buddhi adhyasa bhashyahi.
So kutaha, how the atma, which is sarvabhutantaratma present in every being, is not affected. Kutaha na lipyate. Kutaha means kutaha na lipyate. Kimartam na lipyate? Because bhagyaha, it is outside. Outside means what? It enjoys the different satta, the different degree of reality, which already we have seen. So therefore, because it enjoys a different degree of reality, therefore, atmana lipyate rajvadivatu. Rajvadivatu, like the rope, etc., which are the adhisthana. By that, the viparita buddhi adhyasa, bhagyaha hi, they are outside the superimposition, the false projection, they are outside the superimposition, which is in the form of the false projection. This Rajvadi Vat. So, therefore, Rajju, the rope is not touched by a snake. Similarly, Atma also na lipyate. So, therefore, Adhyasa cannot affect Adhisthana. That is, therefore, Bhagya. The reason, simple reason is, having said all this, now it has become simple. Otherwise, not simple. That Adhyasa cannot touch the Adhisthana. That's why it's called Bhagyaha. This Anatma is Adhyastha on Atma. Atma is Adhisthana. So therefore, Adhyasa cannot influence Nalipyate what Adhisthana. Why? Because they have different degree of reality. So therefore, cannot affect. Atma is not affected by Loka Dukkha. Therefore, Bhagyaha. Therefore, only Asanga. Atma iti. So, Viparita Buddhi Adhyasa Bhagyaha Saha Atma iti. Then the next mantra, Kincha.
Kincha.
Moreover, Bhashyakara says, that doesn't have any sangati, just Kincha. Moreover, what? Next mantra. Eko Vashi Sarva Bhutantaratma.
Eko Vashi Sarva Bhutantaratma.
Ekam Rupam Bhagudha Yakkaroti.
Ekam Rupam Bahuda Yakkaroti.
Tamatmastam Yenu Pashyanti Dhiraha.
Tamatmastam Yenu Pashyanti Dhiraha.
Tesham Sukham Shashvatam Netaresham.
Tesham Sukham Shashvatam Netaresham.
So, the same topic, the topic of Atma continues. So, therefore, when Atma is known, Atma is understood to be myself, Aham Atma, Purnaha, Adhisthana Atma, then there cannot be Dukkham. Therefore, then I cannot be a Dukhi. I cannot say Aham Dukhi. Atma is Sukha Swarupaha, Atma, Anandaru Swarupaha, Atma. Then Dukhi, two things cannot exist. The same locus, same time. And Atma is always Sukha Swarupaha, Ananda Swarupaha. This Anatma is not, it is Kadachitka Sukhi, most of the time Dukhi. Then saying Aham Dukhi, that statement itself is wrong. Two different things having enjoying two different guna. This Sukham is not the guna, it is a Lakshanam of the Atma. Satyam Jnanam Anantam, that Anantam is Anandam, Lakshanam of Atma. They are equated. They become the subject and the predicate. That is wrong. The very statement Aham Dukhi, even to say Aham Sukhi also is wrong. Aham means it's a Vakya, it's a statement. Aham Asmi, complete. Nothing else is required. On this Atma, Aham Atma, this Dukkha Samsaritvam is Adhyastha. So Atma doesn't have any attribute. And it is free from attributes, gunatitaha. And all these gunas are superimposed on Atma. Therefore, samsaritvam, dukkitvam, etc. This Atma, which is free from the gunas, etc., cannot have this sorrow, and when you understand, when you have the samyak darshanam of this Atma, then the Atma which is free from dukkha, then you also will become free, because you are that. Since you are that Atma, when you understand this Atma is Ananda Swarupaha, Sada, always, that is a Lakshanam, then Dukkham will not be there in you. How can you have samsara? How can you become a Dukhi? How can you become a samsari? The samsari is Adhyastha, that is dropped. So that is what he says. So take resort to this Jnanam, Atma Jnanam. So Eko Vashi Sarva Bhutantaratma. Eko Vashi Sarva Bhutantaratma. Ekam Rupam Vahuda Yakkaroti. So Ekaha Vashi Sarva Bhutantaratma. So in the first line is the first line presents Paramatma. This mantra is important. It gives the gist of the teaching of the Vedanta. What is that Tattvamasi? The Tattvamasi, the teaching is that the Tattvamasi, the Mahavakya tat padartha, tvam padartha. Asi at Aikyam. Aikya Padam. Aikya. Therefore, when the Mahavakya is presented, that is the teaching of Vedanta, when the Vedanta is presented, first Tat Padartha may be presented, then Tvam Padartha. First Tat, then Tvam. Or Tvam Padartha can be presented first, and then Tat Padartha. Anyway, it can be presented. First, you can present the Jiva, and then you can present Ishvara, then you can present the identity. Or you can present Ishvara first, and then present Jiva, then present that identity. So anyway you can do. But the teaching is Tat Tvam Asi. Aham Brahma Asmi. Finally, equation is there, equating. So Aikyam. This Aikya Jnanam, is the topic. And Aikya Jnana Palam. Aikya Jnanam is the Aikyam is a topic, and Aikya Jnanam and Aikya Jnana Palam. This is the topic of this mantra. So in the first line, Paramatma is presented. Paramatma is Ekaha, is Vashi. Vashi means he is the one who is a controller of everything. Controller means that everything depends on this Paramatma for its existence. Therefore, Vashi. Everything is dependent on Paramatma. So therefore, Vashi. And it is Sarva Bhutantaratma. It is the Bhuta, Sarva Bhutantaratma. It is the Atma of in all the beings. So Ekaha Vashi Sarva Bhutantaratma Asti. That Paramatma alone, Saha Ekam Rupam Baguda Karoti. Ekam Rupam Baguda Karoti. Now that Paramatma manifests, the Paramatma who is the manifest in the form of this Jagat. So Jagat Karanam, this Atma, Brahma. Paramatma is Brahma. Paramatma, this Brahma becomes the Jagat Karanam. The Paramatma creates this Jagat. Paramatma remaining in one form, Baguda Karoti. Baguda Karoti manifests in different forms. It means the Prapancha, the Jagat. When you say different forms, that is Jagat. Jagat walks in. So Paramatma becomes this Brahma, Paramatma becomes the Nimitta Karanam. This Nimitta, Abhina Nimitta Upadana Karanam. And this Jagat becomes the Karya. So for the Karya Jagat, this Brahma is the Karanam. And this Brahma, this Paramatma is presented as Nimitta Karanam. That is one way of looking at Paramatma as Nimitta Karanam. But we know, we have seen in the Mundaka and all, it is Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karanam. It is Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karanam. And the Upadana Karanam, when we say is it a Parinami Upadana Karanam or Vivarta Upadana Karanam? It is Vivarta Upadana Karanam. So Vivarta Upadana Karanam is this Ekaha Paramatma without undergoing any change appears to be the entire Jagat. So therefore Ekaha San, Ekaha Rupam San, Baguda Eka Karoti. The one who manifests in a different way, in a manifold way, without undergoing change. Vivarta Upadana Karanam is Nimitta Karanam and is Upadana Karanam. What is Upadana? Not Parinami. Vivarta Upadana Karanam. So appears as this entire Jagat. Therefore, Paramatma. So this Vakya presents Paramatma. Paramatma is Ekaha, and that he alone in the form of Jagat without undergoing change manifest. So Jagat Karanam Brahma, that is one. Yaha Karoti, the one who makes. Baguda. So Paramatma himself manifests through this Jagat. Now, तमात्मस्थं येन पश्यन्ति, तम आत्मानं येन पश्यन्ति, tam atmanam means that atma, the paramatma. Atmastam, that tam atmastam, that atma, which is obtained in this shariram, the tam atmastam. Tam referring to the paramatma. Atmastam referring to this body. Atmani tishtati iti atmastam. So atma here referring to the body. Tam referring to the paramatma. Tam paramatmanam atmastam, obtained in the body. Paramatma which is obtained in the body. So therefore the atma is not different from Brahma. Atma is Brahma. Therefore aikyam is that. Therefore tam paramatmanam atmastam ye dhiraha anupashyanti. Dhiraha, the viveki, the buddhimantaha. Dhiraha viveki, viveki purushaha anupashyanti, those who see, those who appreciate. Katam, to shastram, that guru upadishta shastrena, yaha pashyanti anupashyanti, those who see clearly that Paramatma alone is obtained in this shariram as Atma. For him, sukam, esham sukam, shashvatam bhavati. For him, there is the sukha, there is happiness, and happiness is unlimited happiness, shashvatam happiness, permanent happiness. For him, there is permanent happiness, na itaresha, not for others who do not see the Paramatma as myself. For them, the happiness is not there. For whom the happiness is there? The one who appreciates that Atma, Paramatma, who is the Jagat Karanam, as myself. Therefore, Aikyam. So the first time Paramatma, then saying that tam Atma astam yena pashyanti, that Jiva, Jivatma. So therefore, Jivatma, Paramatma, Aikya Jnanena Sukam Prapnuvanti Dhiraha iti. Na itaresham, not others. That is the meaning of this mantra. Bhashya, we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanta Shanta Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी.
धन्यवाद.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी.
धन्यवाद जी.
धन्यवाद.